everyone, and welcome to this weekly vlog. I decided to do weekly vlogs for the month of June because there's a lot of stuff happening in June. First of all, it's Pride Month, which is very exciting, and I hope to read as many queer books as I can in June. I'm so excited. I love Pride Month. It is my first Pride Month being out as Ace. I just realized I'm wearing purple. But yeah, so I'm very excited about that. I'm also participating in 2 readathons this month. I am participating in Whatever-You-Want-a-thon, which is hosted by Maddie from Book Browsing Blog, and I'll leave her announcement video linked down below because there's just so much going on in that readathon. There's no way I can explain it all, but if you want to check it out, I'll leave the announcement video linked down below. But there are teams in this readathon. I am on team Middle Grade Monarchs, which the captains are Jade and Gavin, and I realized after making my TBR for this month that I had no middle grades on my TBR, and like, you don't necessarily have to read the books from the genre of the team that you're on, but you get extra points if you do. So I want to read at least 1 middle grade book this month, so I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, I'm also participating in the Studio Ghibli readathon, which is hosted by so many of my friends here on BookTube. I'll leave them all linked down below if you guys want to check them out, and I'm very excited about that one. I've only seen 2 Studio Ghibli movies. I've seen Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle. Did I say that right? Howl's Moving Castle. But I'm gonna try to use this as an excuse to watch more of the movies because I know there's so many good ones that I haven't seen yet. They're actually, tonight, they're doing like a watch party for Howl's Moving Castle, so I think I'm gonna watch it because I really liked Howl's Moving Castle. It's a great movie, but everyone seems to be so obsessed with it, and I didn't love it as much as everyone else seems to, so I'm wondering if on the second viewing, if I'll like it as much as everyone else. I don't know, we'll see. Spirited Away has my heart. I love that movie so much. But anyways, I just finished filming a video, you can probably tell, and my voice is like, stop talking. But since I'm starting this vlog, I figured I'd let you guys know what I'm currently reading. So I am currently reading The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. This is the Winer's Book Club book for May, but we extended it a bit into June. So I think our live show is gonna be this Sunday. Today is Wednesday. So I am almost halfway. This book is pretty long. It's like 550 pages or something, and I'm around page 200, so I still have a ways to go, but I definitely think I can finish this in time. I am really enjoying it so far. I was kind of hoping this book would be 5 stars, and I don't think it is yet, and I'm not sure if it will be. Right now I think it's like a 4-star book, but this book follows these 2 sisters living in France during World War II, and basically just how they're both dealing with the war, and I find one of the sisters really annoying, so I'm hoping that she gets better because every time we're in her perspective, I'm just like, I like the other sister a lot more. So I guess we'll see where that goes. But I mean, I'm still really enjoying this book. I really like the writing. This is the first book I've read from Kristen Hanna, and I really like the writing so far. So that's good. I can't wait to read more from her. But I know this book isn't queer unless something surprises me at the end of this book. I'm hoping to finish this quickly so I can move on to the queer books I want to read this month. But I did have to read this for the Winers, and I have no idea what prompts this counts for either readathons that I'm doing. So I think what I'm gonna do this month is, because I have like kind of a set TBR, I think what I'm just gonna do is every time I finish a book, I'll just look and see what prompts it counts for, because I'm sure it'll count for some, for both of them, because there's so many prompts for both readathons, so I'm sure every book I read will at least count for some. That's how I'm going about this because my brain is too tired to plan too far ahead. So yeah, so this is what I'm reading now. I have no idea what I'll pick up once I'm done this. I also got some exciting book mail today. So today is June 2nd. Yesterday was a very exciting day in terms of book releases. I got Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid in the mail, and then today I got One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. But the thing is, I got 2 copies. I did not realize that I pre-ordered this book twice. I was very confused when I got both of these in the mail today. I thought maybe they had made a mistake, but I went to check my account because I ordered these from Indigo. I went to check my account, and sure enough, I pre-ordered one of them in January, and then I guess I completely forgot I did that and ordered the other one in April. So now I have 2 copies, but one of my friends, she asked if she could buy the other copy from me, and I was like, I'm just gonna give it to you. You don't have to buy it for me. So crisis averted. I mean, it wasn't really a crisis, but I was just very confused when I got both of these. But this is on my TBR this month, so I'm very excited to read it. I might maybe read it right after the Nightingale. We'll see. There's so many books I want to read this month. I also want to read what is that book called? The Mermaid, the Witch, and the Sea. I can't remember the author's name. The book is right here, actually. Here it is. The Mermaid, the Witch, and the Sea by Maggie Takuta Hall. This is the book club pick for Sydney from Sid Bookworm. She has a book club for her Patreons, and this is the book. Did any of that sentence make sense? I don't know. But she so kindly gifted this to me. Sydney, you did not have to do that, but thank you so much. You're so cute. So I definitely want to read this because I want to take part in that book club. There's also, like I said, I want to read a middle grade book. I also want to maybe see if I can fit in Malibu Rising because I'm so excited to read that, and I heard it's queer. And there's also a book that I want to read for the reading vlog I'm doing where I read my physical arcs, and there's a ace main character in that book, so I want to read that. There's just so much I want to read this month. Can I do it? I don't know, but you guys can follow along with me this month, I guess. So yeah, that's my chatty little update. I will let you guys know my thoughts on the Nightingale as I get closer to the end, I guess. We'll see if I cry. Everyone seems to cry at the end of that book, so we'll see.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
It is almost 2:30, so I think, oh my god, my freaking neighbor. If you saw what video did I just film? My May wrap up. He was making so much noise the whole time I was filming. But yeah, so I'm gonna go probably play Switch a bit and then read, and then probably tonight watch Howl's Moving Castle, which I'm very excited about. So I'm gonna go do that. Also, I'm wearing a dress. You can't really tell. I look sunburned also. I'm very sorry about that. You can't tell, but I'm wearing a dress and I feel very pretty, so I'm gonna go now. Okay. See you later. Hello, it is Thursday now and it is a rainy day, which I am very happy about. I was actually supposed to see one of my friends this morning that I haven't seen in like a year and a half. We were gonna like sit out in my backyard and catch up and everything, but it was gonna be raining all day, so we had to reschedule, so that sucked. But I did get to see her for 2 seconds because she had ordered this for me. This is the like sour diary from Olivia Rodrigo, obviously, and like we realized because we both wanted it, and then she was like, oh, if I order 2 of them then that will be less expensive for both of us, so she ordered it for me. So oh my god, if you flip it the butterfly flies. Oh my god, I don't know how do I do it this way? Watch. Can you see that? Oh my god, that's so cute. Anyways, I got distracted. So I saw her for like 2 seconds this morning because she dropped it off. So at least I got to see her, and I'm sad that we didn't get to have our day that we had planned. But the bright side of a rainy day is that, like, I was gonna edit today. I was like, well, if I'm not gonna see her, then I guess I'll edit. But like, I gotta take advantage of this rainy day. So I decided to read today. So I haven't actually read too much yet. It is almost 3 o'clock. But I am going to be watching, Sydney is doing some sprints for her Patreons at 3, so I'm gonna be watching that and hopefully getting a lot of reading done today. Like, if I can read a lot of this today, that would make me very happy. I didn't end up reading that much yesterday because I was really tired and I had a headache, so I didn't really feel like reading. I read like 30 pages or something. So I'm at page 270. I don't really have much to update on. I'm still feeling pretty similar as I was before. Like, I'm really enjoying it. I don't think it'll be 5 stars. I don't like one of the sisters, basically. All of those are still the same, but I'm hoping to get a decent amount of this read today because it's just the perfect reading weather. Oh, also, so I did end up watching Howl's Moving Castle last night, but the stream to watch it like with everyone for the Studio Ghibli readathon wasn't really working very well. I think it ended up working eventually for most people, but for me, like, it was very laggy, and also the sound and the video were not synced at all. And so like, if they was just like a little bit off, then that would have been okay because it's an animation, so it doesn't matter as much as if it was live action. But like, the things they were saying had nothing to do with the things I was seeing. So it just made it kind of hard to watch, so I ended up watching it on my own because in Canada we have a lot of the Studio Ghibli movies on Netflix, so I ended up watching it, and I watched it with the subtitles, so it was the like original Japanese narration or Japanese voiceover, I guess, instead of like the English dubbed version, and I think that made a huge difference because I really liked it a lot more than I did the first time I saw it. Not that I didn't like it the first time I saw it, but like I definitely liked it more this time. So when I watch the other movies, I think I'll do it that way too and watch it with subtitles instead, because I think the original version is just always going to be better. But so I really like doing that. It also reminded me how much I really miss watching movies. Like, if you guys saw my favorite movies of all time video, movies have, like, they're my first love. I've always, like, if I had to pick one, I'd probably pick watching movies over reading books, which is hard to say, especially because I'm a booktuber, but I just love movies so much. Like, I could go on. I'm not gonna, I'll cut myself off here, but it just made me realize how much I miss watching them. So I think, especially in the past year, like, I haven't watched too many new movies. I've just kind of been going back to like my comfort movies because, you know, this past year has been what it was. So I think I might try to start watching more movies now. I don't know. Not that that's a crazy thing or anything, but maybe I'll catch up on like movies that have come out that I like. The Oscars this year, I hadn't seen any single movie, so I didn't even watch, which is like so unheard of for me. If you know me, like in my personal life, you know how obsessed I am with the Oscars and just movies in general. And so anyways, that's a little tangent, but I am excited to continue reading this and watch Sydney Sprints, and I think that's everything I had to update on. But it's just a nice, cozy, quiet day today, so I'm just trying to enjoy that. But yeah, so I'll talk to you guys later. Saturday now, yes. I don't think I updated at all yesterday, but I did film some b-roll of me finishing The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. If you saw that, you know that I cried. Oh my gosh. The whole, like, obviously I knew this book would be sad because it takes place in World War II, and everyone I know who's read it has said that they have cried. So like, I was expecting to be sad, but this book was still a lot darker than I thought it was gonna be, which I don't know if that's just me, like my expectations weren't set properly, because like obviously a book about World War II, it's not gonna be like a super happy book, but for some reason like there were things that were happening near the end and I was like, oh my god, like it got pretty dark, especially the second half of the book. I would say a lot happened, none of it was good. Like, definitely keep in mind, like, this is about a war, and you know, a lot of the stuff that happened in World War II, if reading about that kind of stuff will upset you in any way, then maybe be careful going into this. I mean, it's obviously very upsetting anyways, but just be wary of that before you go in, because it discusses some things pretty detailed. There's also trigger warnings for rape and miscarriage in this book, so if those are triggers for you, I would stay away from this because some things are described in a bit too much detail and it was a lot. I'm laughing because I'm uncomfortable. So yeah, it was very dark, it was very sad, but I thought it was a really great book. Like, I definitely thought the second half of the book was Not that it was a lot better than the first half, but I guess I enjoyed it more. But even enjoy is not the best word because I wasn't having a great time. But like once we were like really into the story, I was like really hooked into it. I still found that there were some parts that were a bit too slow, but overall I gave the book 4.5 stars. Like I really, it's so weird to say enjoyed it because I didn't enjoy it, but I thought it was a really great book, and I'm really excited to read more from Kristen Hanna, especially The Great Alone. I know Kirsten is like, Kirsten from Kirsten's Corner. I know she's like a huge fan of Kristen Hanna, so I gotta read them for her. But yeah, it was really good. It was really sad, and I'm proud that I finished it already. It didn't take me very long because I was so into it. And also, oh, I guess since I didn't update yesterday, I didn't talk about this, but yesterday I brought my computer to the Apple store because the battery for it has just not been working. Like I basically just had to have my computer plugged in at all times, and like the second I would unplug it, it would die, which was very inconvenient at times. So I brought it in yesterday and they kept it to repair the battery, obviously, and they said it might be a few days, but I got a call today saying that it was ready, so I'm gonna go get it tomorrow. So since I was without my computer for most of yesterday, and I mean today I worked all day so I didn't really need it anyways, but yesterday I got a lot of reading done because I didn't have my computer to distract me, which normally I'm just like watching booktube and stuff like that. So yeah, so I finished it last night. It was very sad. I definitely cried, but I would definitely highly recommend it if you haven't picked it up yet. I definitely think it's worth the hype. I know like a lot of people on booktube hype it up, but like I think it's warranted. It was a pretty amazing book. Just remember the trigger warnings, there's some dark stuff in this book. I kind of started my next book. So basically what I decided was I thought maybe reading a middle grade next would be a good way to go just to kind of like cleanse my palate a bit. And I did want to read at least one middle grade this month because I'm on the middle grade team. So what I did is, because since there's also another prompt for the whatever-a-thon that is to use a poll, I decided to do a poll of middle grade choices and let people pick. And the book that won, which was not very surprising, was Nevermore by Jessica Townsend, which I've been wanting to read for so long, and this is perfect, and I was hoping this would win because this is one of Gavin's favorite books, and if you read a host favorite you get extra points. So I get extra points because it's middle grade and because it's a host favorite, and I used a poll, so we get lots of points with this book. It's great. I read the prologue this morning, which is about 4 pages, so that's all I've read, so I have no thoughts so far. All I know is that it's about this girl named Morgan Crow, and she's like destined to die on her 11th birthday, but instead of dying she's like whisked away to this magical land called Nevermore. That's all I know. I'm sure there's way more to it than that, but I'm very excited to read it because I've heard a lot of amazing things on it. I have this really great edition with this nice non-sticker sticker. We love it. But yeah, I did forget to mention for this book, for the Studio Ghibli readathon, I used this for the sibling relationship prompt. I can't remember what movie that was for. Which movie has a sibling relationship? I don't know. I don't think in either of the ones I've seen, but that's what I used this book for. I also used it for the whatever-a-thon. I used it for the 5-star prediction prompt for BookTube or BookTuber's favorite list, because I know this is one of I know this is one of Haley from Haley and Bookland's favorite books, and there was one other one, but now I can't remember. Wait, let me check. Okay, I remember now. It also counted for buddy read because I read this for the Winers Book Club, so we obviously all buddy read it, and also like Lisa and Casey read this around the same time as me, so we also kind of buddy read it, so that counts. So I got, I think, 75 points for this book, which is pretty good. But yeah, so I'm gonna read Nevermore now. Hopefully I can read a bit tonight, but I did work all day today and I'm very tired. I never get much reading done after work because I'm always just like so tired, but I'm really gonna try, especially since I don't have my computer. But I also wanted to show quickly, I got 2 books from work today. If you don't know, I work at a bookstore and I get 40% off, which is amazing. I still can't believe it, but I got The Ones We're Meant to Find by Joan He or Joan Hay, and look at this cover. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I want to cry just looking at it. And I also got Hail Mary by Andy Weir. This book is huge, like it's the size of my head. It's like bigger than my head. But I'm very excited about this, and I realized that I unintentionally got 2 sci-fis, which I barely read sci-fi, so that was really funny, but I am very excited about these. I don't know when I'll read them, but I just wanted to show them. But yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to say. I'll definitely check in tomorrow because that'll probably be the last time I update for this vlog since it's Sunday. And we have our live show for the Whiners, for the Nightingale obviously, tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. bright and early. So I'll see you guys after that tomorrow. Okay, bye. Okay, hello. It is Sunday. We had our live show for the Nightingale this morning and it went fairly well. I may have cried during the live show. It's fine. I mean, we all really liked the book. Sasha said it's her new favorite book of all time, so I love that. And Rachel was like, I don't know how you guys cried, and we were like, did we read the same book? I don't know, but as long as she still liked it, that's all that matters. But yeah, it was nice to talk about the book with them, and I love that book a lot. But yeah, anyways, we're not talking about the Nightingale right now. We're talking about Nevermore, and I am 100 pages into this now. I ended up reading like 30 pages last night, and then I fell asleep while I was reading, and that wasn't very fun when I woke up at 1 o'clock because I still had to take Laszlo out to pee. And I did not feel like it. But anyways, I read a bit more today, so I've read about 100 pages so far. I am really liking this. I really like Jupiter North. I love him. And I'm like wondering if maybe there's gonna be like a found family, father-daughter relationship between him and Morgan, which would make me cry. That's like my weakness is, well, found family, but specifically like parental found family figures, you know? Does that make sense? I don't know, but so far I'm really enjoying it. It's really funny. Like there's been a few times where I've like laughed out loud, so I'm very excited to continue on and see where it goes. I mean, I've heard like so many amazing things about this book, so I'm sure I'm gonna love it, but so far it is great, and yeah, I'm excited to keep reading. But that's where I'm gonna end the vlog here for this week since it's Sunday. That makes sense. Also, just an update, I did get my computer back today, and like I could just walk around the house. I don't even have to plug it in. It's crazy. Am I gonna watch Bo Burnham's new special again tonight? Probably. I've seen it I think 6 times now. I think this will be my 7th time. I love it so much. This is a tangent. If you have watched it, you need to tell me in the comments so we can talk about it, because it is my new favorite thing. I love it so much. Anyway, so I'm probably gonna go watch that and then read more of Nevermore, but I will vlog again next week because that's what I'm doing this month. So I will see you guys in next week's vlog, or just other videos I do, I don't know. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it to the end, leave a Ferris wheel emoji. If you've watched Bo Burnham's special, hopefully you know the reference. And if you haven't watched it, then it doesn't matter. Just leave a Ferris wheel emoji. I would like that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.